Enjoyed hearing your testimony. Mr. Payne, you're recognized for 5 minutes for your testimony.
Chairman Guthrie, Ranking Member Davis, and subcommittee members, I thank you for the opportunity to testify before the subcommittee today regarding WIOA, which this committee crafted and Congress overwhelmingly approved in 2014. My name is Ron Painter, and I'm the President and CEO of the National Association of Workforce Boards, which represents the nation's 550 workforce boards and the over 15,000 volunteers who serve on those boards, a majority of whom are from the private sector. Boards coordinate, help launch, and oversee workforce development strategies for their cities, regions, and states, partnering with local elected officials, education, economic development, our entities in WIOA, adult literacy, Wagner-Pizer, Voc Rehab, and a large network of stakeholders in their region. There is an astonishing amount of churn in America's labor market. The most recent year saw over 60 million separations from jobs and over 62 million hires. State and local workforce boards strive to understand the changes in labor markets that are evidenced in this churn and to align the workforce development system accordingly so that people get to work quickly with the skills that are in demand. Workforce development boards leverage state and local general revenue funds, private philanthropic funding, and fee-for-service revenue. But the federal funds are key to making all of this happen. We urge the 115th Congress to renew its commitment to a world-class skilled workforce through adequate funding of education at all levels in the workforce development system by maintaining the funding levels for WIOA in FY18. WIOA brought numerous changes to the workforce development system, including requiring the Departments of Labor and Education to implement a common performance accountability system across the 6 core programs, which will provide a more consistent outcome data on which to base evaluations. While the most extensive full evaluation of workforce is still underway, there are initial results from this gold standard evaluation. In the preliminary findings, we can see that the availability of intensive services, people-to-people work that Heath experienced, increased earnings and employment for program participants. Evidence is also demonstrating that the most effective type of skill development is one linked directly to specific work and skills and demands within a region. Work-based training models, which are the core of WIOA, including registered apprenticeships and industry-specific training, are very impactful and alone call for increased funding to WIOA. Let me mention quickly 3 examples. IT coding program in Eastern Kentucky, an initiative of the Eastern Kentucky Concentrated Employment Program called Teleworks USA, identifies and develops legitimate remote work opportunities and helps people prepare for and land these jobs in numerous counties across the state. This effort, though, has thus far been estimated to have an economic impact of more than $13.1 million in new wages to Eastern Kentuckians by network employees inside and outside the state. In Connecticut, Electric Boat, which builds nuclear submarines for the U.S. Navy and its supply network in the region, have benefited from an initiative led by the Eastern Connecticut Workforce Board called the Eastern Connecticut Manufacturing Pipeline Initiative. Electric Boat's work is expected to yield over 500 additional skilled workers, and employers find that the initiative's trainees are better prepared for success. Likewise, the boards in Newport News, Virginia, working with Huntington Ingalls on the shipyard. In Pittsburgh, a large urban healthcare provider struggled to hire and retain environmental service workers. These workers have a direct correlation to infection control, readmission, and customer satisfaction. Partners for Work, the Workforce Board in Pittsburgh, partnered with the Energy Innovation Center, itself a consortium of education and business, to build a mock hospital unit and design curriculum with a clear pathway to work. Thus far, 100% of the participants have been placed with starting wages of $12.50. These examples demonstrate that workforce boards are core to their communities by convening industry sectors to ascertain skill needs, designing solutions with community college and others, funding some of those solutions, and successfully recruiting and placing participants. We assure you that advances in better data gathering and analytics, guided by the private sector's twin focus of effectiveness and continuous improvement, further offer promise for an even more effective delivery system. And again, we urge Congress to reject the proposed cuts. I thank you for the opportunity to testify, and I look forward to answering questions.
Thank you for your testimony, Mr. Dubin. You're now